In the heart of the 19th century, when the world was transforming through steam, empire, and revolution, one woman ruled over it all. Her name was Victoria, the queen who gave her name to an age, the Victorian era. Victoria was born on May 24, 1819, at Kensington Palace. A small, delicate child, the daughter of Prince Edward, Duke of Kent, and Princess Victoria of Saxe-Coburg-Saalfeld. Her father died when she was less than a year old, leaving her to be raised by her strict and ambitious mother under what was known as the Kensington system, a set of controlling rules designed to keep the young princess isolated and obedient. When King William IV died in 1837, the 18-year-old Victoria awoke to find herself Queen of the United Kingdom. She was young, untested, yet determined. At her coronation, the crowd cheered wildly, sensing that something new had begun. The Victorian age had dawned. In her early years, Queen Victoria relied heavily on her Prime Minister, Lord Melbourne, who became her political mentor and, some say, her first great affection. He taught her how to rule and how to navigate the treacherous waters of politics, press, and palace intrigue. Under her guidance, Britain began to rise into a new industrial and imperial powerhouse. In 1840, Victoria married her cousin, Prince Albert of Saxe-Coburg and Gotha. Their marriage was not just a royal alliance. It was a true love story. Victoria once wrote in her diary, "I never spent such an evening. My dearest, dear Albert. His excessive love and affection gave me feelings of heavenly love and happiness I never could have hoped to feel before." Albert became her partner in governance, her intellectual equal, and the father of her 9 children. Together, Victoria and Albert championed science, industry, and morality, the pillars of the Victorian age. They were the faces of progress, symbolizing stability and virtue in a rapidly changing world. The Great Exhibition of 1851, held in London's Crystal Palace, showcased the might of the British Empire, a world's fair of innovation and imperial pride. But in December 1861, tragedy struck. Prince Albert, her beloved companion, died of typhoid fever. He was just 42. The Queen was devastated. She withdrew from public life, dressed in black, and mourned for the rest of her life. The people began to call her the Widow of Windsor. For years, she rarely appeared in public, yet her influence remained even as the empire grew to span the globe. During her reign, the British Empire became the largest the world had ever seen, spanning continents, commanding oceans, and shaping the modern age. From India to Africa, from Canada to Australia, Queen Victoria's image was everywhere. In 1876, she took on a new title, Empress of India, a symbol of her empire's vast reach. But behind the glory, the empire was not without its shadows. Poverty, exploitation, and rebellion marked the other side of Victorian progress. Victoria's 9 children married into royal families across Europe, earning her the nickname Grandmother of Europe. Through them, her lineage spread into almost every modern European monarchy. Yet, as she grew older, her relationship with her children and her ministers became increasingly complicated. She clashed with prime ministers and courtiers, but always maintained her authority and dignity. When she celebrated her Diamond Jubilee in 1897, marking 60 years on the throne, millions celebrated across her empire. Old, frail, but still commanding, she rode through cheering crowds, a living emblem of an age now defined by her name. On January 22, 1901, Queen Victoria died at Osborne House on the Isle of Wight. She had reigned for 63 years, longer than any British monarch before her. Her death marked not only the end of a reign, but the end of an era. The Victorian age was over, and the modern world was about to begin. Queen Victoria ruled over a world in transformation, from carriages to locomotives, from candles to electricity, from isolation to empire. She became the face of a century defined by power, progress, and paradox. Her story is not just one of royalty, but of humanity, of love and loss, of a woman who bore the weight of an empire on her shoulders and left her name etched in history forever. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this documentary, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more cinematic history. Because history is never just the past.